Ever wonder how you can help an appraiser appraise your home for the most money? In this episode, I'll share with you some tips. Welcome everyone to this episode of the AskJasonGelios Show. I'm Jason Gelios, Michigan Realtor, and I appreciate you watching this episode here and actually tuning in. I want to go ahead and just dive right into this because I got some pretty good information for you about how you can help an appraiser value your home for the most money. These tips apply more to a home seller because a home seller wants to get the most money for their home. They don't want a low appraisal. They don't want a buyer to renegotiate with them and say, okay, you know what, the house appraised for X amount here, it didn't appraise for here, what we were offering, what can we do, okay? And so I want to share with you this. Now, first off, okay, you can never, whether you're a real estate agent or you are a home owner, you can never demand. You can recommend, you can say, oh, I hope you appraise it for this amount, okay? And that might be tricky, but you can't demand an appraiser appraise your home for a certain amount. That is illegal. You can't do that, okay? So just know that. Now, first off, everyone benefits when appraisers and the listing agent, if you have an agent selling your home for you, if not, it would be you. Everyone benefits when they get along and they work together, okay? And that means you provide the information, okay? And so I put together a list here of how either a homeowner / seller or the listing agent selling the home can help the appraiser in an honest and ethical way to actually try to get the most for your home, okay? And these are things that you're allowed to do. Now, first off, okay, you whether you're the home seller or the listing agent, you should have an appraisal package, and that's cool, okay? That's something that you want to provide the appraiser. Just say, hey, all right, give them something to take away. Do not talk to them for an hour or two. That will get them very upset, okay? They don't want to be there for that long. They want to get in, get out, and get the report over. So you provide a package, okay? So you want to give them an MLS printout of the home. If it's listed on the MLS, okay, you give them a printout. They may already have that, but have that in there, okay? Have a copy of the contract. Yes, appraisers, sometimes they get it from the lender or they get an amount of what they're trying to get in terms of value, but provide a copy of the purchase agreement and any addendum, anything else, just a whole copy of the contract in there as well. That way, the appraiser knows what you're looking to achieve, okay? All right, now another one is you want to have a spreadsheet of other offers received. If you've had other offers that are higher, that might help as well. Keep it separate, but put that in there as well. Say, hey, listen, we have a huge demand, which will show that the area is hot, right? Appraiser needs to know that. Now, a fourth one is a property data sheet or brochure. Use anything that will help. All right, property data is huge, and it saves time for the appraiser. Appraisers love to get information and do less of the work, right? Who wouldn't want to do less work for their money? I'm sorry. Okay, especially appraisers, okay? Many times they're doing this on the side or whatnot. Many times, not all, okay? Fifth one is have a list of improvements. This is actually huge. What year and what is the remodel that you did, right? So if you did a new roof in 2021, put that on your list. And that should be something that they take away. Don't just show them. Give them something to take away. Print it out, okay? A sixth one is describe anything special about the property, okay? How does your home stand out from other homes in the area? That can happen. Maybe many of the homes on your block don't have a mudroom and you have a mudroom. And I actually had that happen before, by the way. I was listing a house and they were one of the few homes that didn't opt in for a mudroom. And it made a big difference, okay? Thousands of dollars, by the way. Okay, now another one is, I believe this is, the seventh one. MLS printouts of sales that you want the appraiser to consider. So if there's other sales, again, an agent could pull this up, but okay, show them, hey, the house down the street sold for X amount. This will make their job easier. Another one, we're on number 8. Again, this is the same with the one I just mentioned, only show pending. So a home down the street was on the market for, let's say, $350,000 and it's pending. That means somebody actually came by. It doesn't mean that they got $350,000. It just means that it's pending, okay? Somebody actually bid on it, or multiple people, okay? Number 9, printouts of current listings. So this is active. So when I look at a neighborhood, okay, and I try to get an idea as far as the suggested sales price, I look at what's sold, what's pending, and what is active right now. Again, a house down the street. Oh, okay, that's on the market for X amount, okay? Has it been 2 days? Has it been 200 days? Okay, what are they asking? And if it's been on the market for a while, chances are the price is not reflective to where it should be, okay? So, by the way, too, if you have a survey of the property, that's huge too, or a plot plan. It just, all this information makes it easier for the appraiser, and the more information you give them, the better. Even if they don't use it, that's okay. I highly doubt an appraiser will overlook any pieces of this information because it saves them time. Because this is, some of these they have to look at anyway, right? So you're giving them additional information. So, and by the way, this is a note directly for sellers is, you know, sellers get emotional, homeowners get emotional about their home, and they feel that because, you know, I did all these things to the house that I should get X amount. But really, the market tells you where you should price your home, okay? It doesn't care about emotions, and buyers don't care about emotions. They are going to look at the data, and if they have a buyer's agent, they're going to pull up the comps and make sure that they're presenting a solid offer, okay? So be reasonable with the selection of your homes. Don't show homes that have an extra bedroom and your house doesn't, okay? You want to make sure that they're very comparable, and then be reasonable. Be a little bit conservative when it comes to showing comps to the appraiser, okay? So here's another tip as well is if the appraisal comes in low, never contact the appraiser direct, okay? You should never do that. It's unethical, okay? You go through the lender, or you renegotiate things, or if it's a very hot market, you get the buyer to come up with more money down. I mean, there's so many things, but never contact the appraiser directly. It's just not right, okay? So a few key takeaways here before we end this episode is that, yes, it's appropriate to discuss your market knowledge, okay, with appraisers, okay? That's that information you pulled or your agent pulled, okay? But you can't demand a particular value for your home. You can't do that. Not even an agent can do that. You just cannot do that. Second, you want to learn the guidelines of what an appraiser is required to follow. So, you know, figure out, okay, you know, what will an appraiser look for? What do they need to provide a solid appraisal, okay? Do the homework on that and you'll be fine. And then get educated, whether you're the home seller or you're the agent, get educated. And if you're the agent, educate your clients on how to best prepare for the appraisal, okay? Have them prepared. It wouldn't even hurt, quite honestly, to have an appraisal done before you list the home. That could take time, however, you know, that wouldn't hurt. Just like a home inspection, right? That way you're not surprised by anything. And by the way, if you're a seller and you have your own appraisal before you list the home, that's a snapshot in time. By the time you get a buyer and they have their appraisal, I guarantee it's going to be different, and that's okay because real estate changes daily. Something could sell down the street 2 days after, and actually close 2 days after you got your appraisal, and guess what? That could shift the numbers, okay? So it's always a snapshot in time. So I hope you guys found this valuable. If you could do me a favor, you know, if you could follow me on social media, my links are in the description below, and visit my website. It's allabouttherealestate.com. You fill out that pop-up form to receive a new episode weekly with some other tips for homeowners as well. And be sure to share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think? Have you had a bad experience with an appraiser? Have you had a low appraisal come in or higher than what you? Just share your thoughts in the comments. Otherwise, I appreciate you watching this episode.